everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Zentreya is a female English VTuber who has been in a lot of wonderful things lately. She's done wonderful things for the VTubing community recently in the holiday moments, and there is something popping up. That is why I'm talking about her, because there's been something that has popped up on her, on the feed of Zentreya, on Zentreya's radar. She has found out that Final Fantasy XIV has done something that they probably shouldn't, involving her. Final Fantasy XIV, for those who do not know, is a MMORPG in the Final Fantasy world. It has been going on for a while now, and it is still very, very popular. As with any game, you are going to have new ideas, new things pop up, new moments in everything, pop up with new designs, new bosses, new things like that. One of the most recent things that they've done is something that has gotten them in a little bit of hot water when it comes to the VTubing community, which is this. Yeah, it's time for another fresh look. The brand new Eastern techno attire has been added to the Final Fantasy XIV online store. And for those who don't know, this is Zen's design here. And as you can see, the jacket is eerily similar to hers. Other people is not lost on other people still live in the tech wear in general, but this one's pretty hideous from a design perspective. The air cell was peak. This one is too busy and strangely colored. And people are saying it looks super ugly. Other people are just not liking it. Throwing in the trash. A lot of modern cyberpunk gear has, hey, that look, but it's not my cup of tea. It's really ugly. So yeah, there are people who just don't like it in general. They don't like this look. They want other people, other designs to pop up, better designs to pop up. But it is nice the way Zen did it. And of course, it's not going to be everyone's thing. They added all these new things, but let's take a look at what Zen has to say about it. She's always much kinder than I have been. So let's take a look.
Because this is my design. And I've had this for a year.
So yeah, she's talking about that.
I've had this design for years.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm not, like, a Scrooge. I'm not a Scrooge about the fucking stuff. Like that, but, like...
Yeah, that's your design.
It definitely caught me off guard. Man. And then there's also my jacket design, too.
So she's going to pull up her jacket design. Her IRL jacket design, which is what a lot of people are more looking at.
See. Hold on.
Let's take a look at it. There you go.
But it's just like the patterns and everything. Red, black, teal.
Yeah, the patterns are very similar.
The font. The way the jacket is, oh man.
Final Fantasy Lore Master here.
It looks like they just added different design elements to kind of obfuscate what they did. That they, from what it looks like, they went and were inspired, quote unquote inspired, by a lot of things that were going on with Zen.
Definitely just the outfit of the popular fighter Zentreya in Universe Kappa.
Yeah, a Zentreya collab. That's what some people were thinking. Some people were thinking that it was a Zen collab. And yeah, of course she's going to be a bit frustrated with the whole thing. Of course she's going to be a bit annoyed that a large organization like that took pretty much direct design inspiration instead of doing a intricate design of themselves, which they could pay, artists and everything to do themselves. And this is what I wanted to show you originally when I was talking about before, about people kind of getting an idea of what was going on. Other people are saying, address me, which basically address the elephant in the room, which is the Zentreya design. I apologize for not showing this to you before. People are just not saying it's good, saying it's just not good. Just one more cyber slop. You have a combination of last PvP gear. yeah, people are just not liking it in general. But yeah, there are people saying Asahi's correction. A lot of people are putting on the things of, you know, either they're mixed between it's ugly or, you know, the elephant in the room allegations of, yeah, it is very, very similar. As far as I know, Yoshida isn't holding a gun to your head, forcing you to buy it. Same crowd that cries about shop items in general. So, you know, there is just in general some negative sentiment about this in regards to everything. But there are also, as mentioned up here, people talking about the elephant in the room. Now, Red Claw, which I believe is a friend of Zentreya, pops in as well, saying Final Fantasy XIV dropping a secret Zentreya collab. Because, yeah, a lot of people are very, like, it's like very much in like Zentreya's wheelhouse for this to be the whole cyber thing. Of course, she doesn't hold a copyright on all the cyber things, but, you know, it's a little too close. I'm going to try to show you a little bit more before we go to the end and I close this thing out. To kind of end this whole thing, as I mentioned, we have this person here, Steve Chops. Okay, who at Square Enix is an Zentreya fan because this is dropped in Final Fantasy XIV online store. And yeah, like I said, it's very, the teal, the red, the black, it is very inspired by Zentreya's design that she's had for years now, for a while now. And she, down here it says, I'm sorry, but your character makes it look like Zen and Heavenly did a fusion dance. That's hilarious. Now my character, that's from the store page. Well, I can say for a fact, if Zen ever plays Final Fantasy XIV, this might be a set that she should buy for glamour since it's basically the color she uses. That's what I said. Looks so much like it was based on her. Thought that was a Heavenly Father, not gonna lie. Okay, but like copping. And yeah, a lot of people are, you know, these people here, more Zentreya fans are kind of seeing the similarities. If you don't know who Zentreya is, you wouldn't be able to see a similarity, to be honest with you. But, you know, in fact, there might be people saying Zentreya copied this if they didn't know the timeline. They got Zentreya drip at Zentreya. They got your drip in Final Fantasy XIV, and yeah. So that is the thing. It is always a hard one to fully say whether it was inspired or they just took the design, they just directly copied it and changed some things about so it wouldn't be a direct copy. It's hard to really tell because in the world of art, there are a lot of inspirations out there. Heck, in the world of VTubing, there's a lot of inspirations out there, a lot of similar designs in VTubing, similar designs going out there that may not be a full-on like bad copy, like a vicious copying of it, but this is a little too close for a lot of VTubers, myself included. Is kind of very close to what it is. I will let you guys decide whether it is a full-on stolen copy or it is something that is inspired. Either way, Zentreya was a little bit annoyed at it, of course, because she's had this for a while, and this could cause some people to be confused in the future. Either way, don't send hate, don't send any of that kind of stuff when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV or whatever. Maybe inform them that, you know, maybe one of their artists did something like that if you want to. But otherwise, it's just something that unfortunately is going to happen when it comes to large organizations. And the only thing we can really do in these moments is let them know that maybe something like that shouldn't happen again. You guys, like I mentioned, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this whole thing. Mr. Beast is getting into more controversy, or at least something that he did is getting him into controversy. He did something recently, which is 1,000 players simulated civilization, boys versus girls, which is, I believe, something that's been done, not the boys versus girls part, but simulating civilization has been done before by other creators. Today, though, we're talking about a situation that happened with it. And of course, being Mr. Beast, being so big, there's bound to be some situations going on. One of them was with Shekai. Was part of it, super excited, but the moment they couldn't find 500 streamer girls, they started to let any girl join in to fill the spot. So around 30% of the girl players weren't girls, but boys pretending to be girls. And no, they're not talking about anyone other than actual, men going in there because they wanted to be a part of it and, being involved in the whole thing. With AI to set traps and sabotage the girls' team. So they had infiltration of, they're using AI voice changers to pretend to be girls, and they were sabotaging the girl team all the time. If it was so badly organized and I hosted, I stopped playing on day 4 because the joy and fun was completely gone. Besides the sudden schedule changes and the poor management, can't recommend joining such a mess again. Says, OMG, you're in it too. So Banana VTuber was in it as well. Which group were you in? Meowtopia. So that was another one. I feel like most of the blame would be directed more towards the bad apples instead of Jimmy. I feel like instead of taking most of the blame, definitely should have planned it better, but come on, he had a monitor over 1,000 people. Jimmy had nothing to do with the event. It was marketed as Mr. Beast because, of course, that gets you a lot more views. But he never talked to them. It was his team, so I'm not blaming him. Not blaming him directly. More of the staff that were hosting it, definitely not enough for 1K people event. Gender war stuff, so tired. Surely they could have found a much more interesting premise. You're just no. See, this is what I'm saying. It's not that at all. Should be sued for that. Don't remember speaking about the topic on the tweet at all. You may be schizophrenic. I would get this checked. I don't care what people identify as. If they're kind to me, I'm kind to them. So this is not at all about, trans women coming in and being a part of the group. Everybody would have accepted perfectly fine if trans women had come in and be part of the girls group. Because guess what? They're women. They're girls. So that would have been fine. It was actual guys using AI voices and actual guys using this as a way to help the boys team win. So this was different. This was not a gender thing, other than the fact that, one gender didn't help the other. Now, I tried to look for Shekai to kind of give you an idea who she is, but it seems that this one got banned or something happened to it. And I'm going to cover that a little bit in just right now, actually. But before I do the showing of the Shekai part, I need to correct one real quick thing. It seems that Twitter is just bad at redirecting you to the new profile or redirecting you to whatever it is. Because as you can tell here, I just click here and try to get to Shekai. And it still shows some of the stuff here. But it seems she did just rename it to Shekai. And that's why I'm saying it should, because it still has the same followers as this one here. It's just a Twitter being really horrible with redirecting you and redirecting you to the new one. But let's continue on here. You had other people participate in this event. I'm sure a lot of people have seen the tweets about the management of everything. I'd like to give my perspective, which they did here on the whole thing. The perspective was that, it was badly managed. During the event 2 days before, previously been told a Civilization event, something I played quite a bit, a few before I loved, that the grand prize was $100,000, which is amazing. It was actually $50K to be split among the remaining players alive at the end. So, okay, it wasn't individual 100K. It was $50K to all the surviving players. Supposed to be on a holiday, and it wasn't on a holiday, at least not starting. What they didn't tell us was how long we would need to remain on the server. Because after spam clicking the join server button for about 30 minutes, I finally got on and was immediately kicked because of the awful ping. Continued to do this for multiple hours. Eventually, they announced that they had a whitelist ready and released it as a document where we would find all the usernames and those who had been accepted. Almost all the people who had been accepted onto the server had spent hours of their life doing this insanely repetitive task of leaving, then joining, except for the girls who had been elected in the girls' Discord. So yeah, badly managed overall. What I didn't know at the time was that loads of girls hadn't just sent in a selfie for verification. They'd made full 3-minute video applications that got accepted, and they were told they could further their position in the event, but there weren't enough people for the girls' side, and the staff couldn't find enough girls and panicked and started letting anybody in before the deadline. So they didn't do any kind of getting anything out there. Also had to send a lot of personal details, entire document with all of their legal... Oh, dear lordy, that's doxing waiting to happen. They had the exact same first come first serve as the girls and only sent in a selfie. It was completely unfair, and a lot of well-known good event players missed out because of this. So yeah, it was really badly managed. On the girls' side, there were people who were making explicit comments, just as suck my that, and moaning at girls, as well as doing things like setting them on fire. You can do this. You can see all this happening and setting traps to blank them. They also left signs around in Russian things saying, I effed your butt, and yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of trolls. There were a lot of trolls since they just let in anybody. Turns out it was all a group of people who knew each other. There were Russian men who had used AI deepfakes to do the selfie verification method to get onto the girls' team because they wanted to troll the girls. They all outed themselves at one point when one of them asked in chat, "Are there any virgin girls here?" They responded to, and they all responded, "Me," which is any one of the funniest things that happened. Somebody named Makio was suspicious of this group on day one. Did some digging and found the Discord server where they were doing that, as mentioned before. So it was just a a horrible situation here. Even Twitter is cooking. 500 voice, 500 girls, winning 350 survivors. Girls participants like Zavi Gamer and Makio reported Russian men using AI-generated faces to pose as girls, mass killing teammates, placing hateful signs with messages, and things like that. It's just really... video mentions banning cheaters and reviving victims. Players say it downplays the sabotage delays, resulting in paranoia, which doom their side. But yeah, you can't really make anything good if or any positive things if you keep worrying about things ending. You know, about someone sabotaging you. Annie Bay was another one that was involved in it, and yeah, a lot of people were just responding to this whole thing as met a lot of cool people and had fun in the event. Not Divine is another one there. However, there were many bad experiences, mainly due to how the staff handled things, especially during day 0. Glad to be in the video with some screen time, but I hope they do better next time. And it says, girls boy tired concept. People, just not liking the fact that it was done. It is kind of, I guess, a tired concept overall. And Zavi, another one who was in the event. They had Russian guys. The guys also left signs around map swastikas and S messages. One girl on our side independently looked into it and found it. Not sure if it was ever confirmed, but there were also reports of girls setting their accounts to guys as well, so the guys could sabotage the girls. Girls' side had trans girls on it. There's nothing wrong with this, except after it became common knowledge that there were Russian guys pretending to be girls and rumors of girls just setting their accounts to guys, a lot of girls began reporting targeting our trans girlies as infiltrators. So they did get hit, not intentionally, but paranoia hit, and so did everything else. So many girls died to traps set by the fake girls. It took staff days to look into it and try to fix it, but by then the event was almost over. Marketed initially as a CIV event, now a PvP event. It's like a Civ event, not player versus player. There was such a low amount of girls initially that they started to just send Discord server invites to any girl who showed any interest in playing. The amount of girls who were invited didn't even know how to make a crafting table was insane. No hate to them, of course, but Mr. Beast and his team knew that if that wall came down, boys would win because they had top Minecraft players on their side, and the girls had people who didn't even know how to make a crafting table. I didn't know I wanted to say something or not because I didn't want to diminish the chances of being invited to another Mr. Beast event, but nobody else is speaking up and just seeing too much hate on the girls not to say something. I wish they would have said something about all this in the actual video instead of leaving vague thing in the description about cheaters being banned. So yeah, horrible way of doing it. It was Mr. Beast's team. It's not the first time. I think in these Hunger Games, survival games, whatever was going on that he's done before, there have been issues. There's going to continue to be issues because he's a big dude, and a lot of people are going to want to join. When you have so many people, 500 versus 500, whatever it is going to need a lot more management than they are ready for. Maid Mint, or Mint Phantom as her original name was, but she's known more as Maid Mint nowadays, or Mint, or Minto, or whatever you want to call her. She has something new popping up, which is why we're talking about her today. She is a independent female VTuber who speaks English and Japanese. She has gone to Japan quite a bit to do different projects. Today we're talking about this one specifically. Maybe one of the coolest things I'll ever do, living out my jazz singer dreams at the Peppermint Club. Let's get fancy. Want to get your Valentine's Day weekend off to a good start? Join Mint Phantom for the From Minto with Love, a live 3D jazz club concert featuring a live band and special guests. And it's live at the Peppermint Club in Los Angeles, February 13th. More information below. And here it is. You won't want to miss this intimate special show. Stay tuned for the ticket information. But you can sign up for the pre-sale now. Learn more about the concert. Yeah, a lot of people are wanting to attend this. Excited for Minto. For Minto with Love. Are you a member of Mint's YouTube channel? Be sure to sign up to @venue ticket pre-sale now. The date and time of the tickets will go on sale will be announced soon. Both pre-sale and general sale. Link to sign up below. There's a pre-sale registration there. You're a member of Mint's YouTube channel. You can now sign up for the @venue ticket pre-sale. Be sure to register before January 1st to get access to tickets before anyone else. This is, of course, only if you are a member. You can get it afterwards, but knowing how popular these things can be, you expect to possibly have scalpers too, unfortunately. My best wishes for this whole thing to go very, very well. Mint is an amazing singer. If you've heard her sing, especially jazz type stuff, she is really good. So I know it's going to go well, and I wish the best for her. Pekora is a female Japanese VTuber. with Hololive JP's third generation fantasy, along with Uruha Rushia, Shiranui Flare, Shiragane Noel, and Hosho Marin. We're talking about her today through, this that happened here for the Arima Kinen situation. What am I talking about? Pekora, if you don't know, is a horse bettor, or at the very least near the end of the year, around this time. She and some other Hololive girls do horse betting. And yes, they actually bet on horses. And yes, it is with their actual money. And yes, they do spend a lot of money. 1.5 million yen, which is about, it's about 15K, which is still, it's like 10K. It's like 10K, I believe. Which is still, I'm not going to lie, a lot of money. 10K is a lot of money to bet on horses. At the current exchange rate, it is about 10K. So here we go. And we are going to be taking a look at other things that they have here, of course, which is the full thing here. The horse betting tally. She lost a couple of bets, and then she won a couple of bets. In everything else, it looks like in total, she did have 5 million yen investment and 7 million in total. In the whole time she's been doing it since 2022. This isn't just a recent one. Since 2022, she said 7 million yen invested, 5 million yen won. So she is 2 million yen in the hole, which at current exchange rates is about 15K. At old exchange rates, like when she started, if it was at the old exchange rates when she started, it'd be around 20K. So she's still several tens of thousands of dollars, like at least, about 20K in the hole. Damage between 5 and 20, pity for Kita-san. Kita-san Black, I guess, is one of the ones that she's doing there. The Arima Kinen, for those who don't know, is the Nakayama Grand Prix. It is a grade 1 flat horse race in Japan. For those who've been playing Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, you'll know about this. This is one of the races that you do have to win there. Thoroughbreds 3 years old and above, and the world's largest betting horse race. It is run on 4th Sunday of December each year. It's 2,500 meters, so it's kind of like a mid-track. I believe it's considered long distance, a track. Is one of the 2 all-star races in Japanese horse racing. Other is Takarazuka Kinen as well. Takarazuka. The event was first run in 1956. So yeah, a lot of people have been a part of it. You've had the records, the speed record, the most recent speed record is Zeno Rob Roy, Speed Symboli Rudolph, Oguri Cap also did that, multiple winners. Grass Wonder won it as well. Symbolic Chris, Orferver. Sorry, my bad. I'm bad at those things. Most wins by a trainer, most wins by a jockey. These are all the winners since 1979. Some of these you're going to be able to recognize because of like Oguri Cap, and others are part of Uma Musume. Tokai Teo, Narita Brian, Maya no Top Gun. Some of these you have trouble with in the game. Grass Wonder. You have, Symbolic Chris. You have many that you would Daiwa Scarlet. Others that you would be able to, Gold Ship. Others that you'd be able to have here, Kita-san Black, Gold Actor. You have, many that you could recognize there. Some of you will, some of you won't. But it is, Usada, she's gotten popular with this recent win that she's had. Usada Pekora bets 500,000 yen on title holders place bet in the Arima Kinen and wins 1.65 million yen for Christmas that doesn't cool down. So yeah, she's winning. She's winning, boys. Continuing here, Pekora-chan bet 1.5 million, but she bought 1.5 million worth of betting tickets. That was a close call. So yeah, she's a better. She's definitely a better here. And says Vtuber News, Hololive Arima Kinen, big bets coming out after another. 1.5 million yen, she got 1.55 million. Miko, 1.35 million yen, and she lost. She's a full loss. Takane Louis, bet 610,000 yen, and she got 570,000 yen back. Rindo Senhayu bet 66,000, or basically Rindo Chihaya. It's Chihaya. It's freaking Chihaya from Device. 66,000 yen, and she got 144,000 yen payout. So she went positive. So here are the bets that each of them had. The Miko unfortunately had the bad luck, and I think they were laughing at the fact that she did lose as bad as she did, and she probably had a bit of a crash out there. You have Takane Louis and Chihaya here. who were some rounding out the whole news of all of this. But yeah, Mikochi 2 years in a row, total loss of 2.35 million yen into Arima Kinen races. And then, you know, Rui and others have also bet. It's kind of like a end of the year, not New Year's thing, but end of the year type of bet thing. Losing money in a horse race doesn't count as an expense, you know, as far as I know. Supreme Court has never recognized it except in cases like the one where someone bought every possible combination for every race for software development purposes or something like that. Yeah, this is not a business expense. They cannot write it off on their taxes. She cannot write it off on her taxes if she had lost it. Miko cannot write it off on her taxes since she lost a lot. The win, though, will be taxed as regular income. And back in January, Ruina and Sakamata Chloe went together on buying a horse for the Gold Cup. And now it's just 1 week away. Sakamata Chloe is already gone. So yeah, horse racing, I'm just showing you this as kind of a way for you guys to see that the horse race betting has become a big thing in JP Hololive. The people who can bet do bet. It's just kind of like a tradition at this point. It's not sponsored by any horse betting anything. It is not really sponsored even by Hololive. They just let them do as they please because it's like they're adults. They can do that kind of stuff. It's not against the law over there, you know, that kind of thing. So it's fine. I'm glad though that Pekora got a big win this time. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is simple. I want it to be a positive space for VTubing, a space where I can support others, push others up. We are over 1,030 at this point, and I do want to go strong for the rest of the year, at the very least until the end of the year. We are taking a look at Captain Gardragon today, Captain Gardragon VT. They are a Dragonkin Pirate. Let's take a look at their Twitch and their About section. Dragonkin Pirate VTuber and Variety VTuber. And let's take a look at, as we always do, a little section here. They're playing Repo, it looks like. It does look like they're playing Repo here. A lot of silence. Oh, there we go. Oof. Why?
I don't know what you expected to happen. I don't know why you did that. But alright, buddy. Good.
Nice way to joke. And they were silently sneaking up on somebody. So now we know why they were doing that. They were silently sneaking up on somebody in Repo. And we have Gardragon here in their YouTube side. I will have their YouTube in the description below when I get the chance to put it out there, of course. And when I do, you can either copy paste it if it doesn't directly link you to it, or, you know, just press it if it directly links you to it and check out the channel yourself. They have some videos here and some live streams that they used to put on here. Now it's just on Twitch. Thank you so very much, Gardragon, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.